Kidnapping in the first degree. The five sons named with the intent to hold them for ransom or reward. Ooch. And or it could be an or an or as a shield of hostage or to facilitate the commission of any felony. Now, I mentioned certain felonies known as false arrest. Yes, false imprisonment. Poop. And you've been facilitating all these felonies. Yes. Now, this custodial interference in the first degree. Well, every time that you had me arrested, yes, when you did know I wasn't in Swim, right, you did know I wasn't in Brennan, yes, you interfered in my custody rights because you refused to enforce the laws. Custodial interference in the first degree, non-parent relative, oops, that would be Wayne, Lori, Sandy, custodial interference in the first degree, parent court order in place, a protracted period, custodial interference of first degree. Custodial interference in second degree. Non-parent relative first offense. Ouch. Custodial interference in the second degree. Non-parent relative. Custodial interference in the second degree. Parent non-compliant second or subsequent offense. Yes. Now, custodial interference. Now, sheriff. You cannot use forgery to issue court orders. Every signature of Heidi Lee Budnick, it was a requirement of law that it be the actual signature of my wife. Now, Heidi Lee Budner, her twin look-alike? Yes. Well, she's not the actual woman that I married. Oh. And for all of you that said, well, I'm crazy, yes, why don't you give me my sons today? And then you'll find out that I'm not crazy. And I'll sue you for every item you own. Yes, because I can use the tax deductions. Inclusive of every sock in the drawer. Now, if you happen to have any money in your socks, I'll want all that money too. Yes, because the top secret Nazi way of doing things, yes, is to continue to conspire to violate the laws of the United States. Now, there's some charging language. When a conspiracy is charged, language for the substantive crime must be altered, follows for non-Wharton's rule offenses. On or about the fourth day of January of the fourth day of January 2016 in the county of Clallam County, the above named defendant known as the Sequim Police Department with intent, that conduct constituting the crime of false arrest, yes, false imprisonment, yes, fraudulent use of the judicial system, yes, fraudulent use of mental health evaluations, to wit, inserts elements of the crime to be performed. Now, since I gave you the evidence I wasn't in Sequim Police Department, Now, you all did agree, one or more persons known as the police officers, right, that you would engage or in or cause the performance of that crime. Now, what's the crime of arresting me when you know I wasn't there? Seems like a real crime and a real conspiracy, yes, on the part of the Sequim Police Department, yes, to issue a traffic citation where you allege that I violated the restraint provisions of the fraudulent protection order 2 times that day. Now, when you had me arrested for a warrant for my arrest, Port Angeles, Washington, did you conspire with the Sequim Police Department to have me put in jail? Yes, you did. Now, this would be a felony. And you're misprisioning the felony? Yes. Of false police reports, right. Conspiring to deprive me of my rights as a well, conspiracy for a crime that is subject to the Wharton's rule might read as follows. Yes. Now, there's what's known as felonies. Yes. Murder, one, Class A felonies. Yes. A classification of conspiracy to commit a specific crime. Yes. That would be a Class B felony to each and every police officer. That's Mandatory Victims Restitution Act when the judgment is made or when you get out of prison. Yes. That's every item that you own, inclusive of every pair of socks. Yes, it is. And I'm going to want to know the actual items that you own because I can use them to donate to charity, yes, to reduce my taxable income. Now, these Class C felonies that are gross misdemeanors, yes, I want you to enforce the laws. Mhm. I wasn't in Brennan, Washington. No. I wasn't cyberstalking. No. I was informing law enforcement that my rights are being violated. Now, let's talk about the state of Washington. I put a signature with the duck right there. Yes. Dillon rule or a combination of Dillon rule and home rule. The state of Washington has agreed to misprision felony. Now, today, why don't you give me every employee of the state of Washington and every item that they have ownership of? Because I'll start with this state, yes, and then I'll go through every state of the United States.